to another video. My name is Jasmine from Sweet Simple Vegan. Chris is behind the camera today.
Hiyo.
And we are going to do a vegan fridge tour today. We'll show you guys what we have typically in our fridge, give you some ideas if you're newly vegan or just want some new ideas for things to keep in your fridge. We organized the fridge specifically for this video. I just want to throw that out there. Our fridge is never this beautiful. We're trying our best to keep it organized, but disclaimer. So we got this beautiful new Samsung refrigerator. I don't know if any of you guys watch Queer Eye, but in the third season I noticed that this refrigerator was in most of the new kitchens, so I felt baller. I was like, okay, we're up there. But this is a Samsung fridge and actually has a screen on it, which is awesome because, for one thing, it looks beautiful. It has the time, it has the weather, and if you go into it, you can actually see a camera view. What should I do?
Swipe it.
Chris knows more than me. We actually just got this, so I'm really new to it. But you can actually see what's in the refrigerator through a camera, which if you go into here, there is like a view inside option. And of course you could just open the refrigerator, but what's cool is you can actually download an app. And if we're at the store, we're like, oh shoot, I don't remember if we have this or this, then we can just look into our fridge and check what we have and what we don't, which is awesome. And then you can hook up like Uber to it, you can hook up Grubhub, that sort of thing, order food from it, you can make grocery lists, you can link your calendar to it, there's a to-do list, you can link your Ring doorbell if you have one of those, so like if the doorbell rings, it can come from the fridge too, depending on like how far the door is from your fridge, it'll be beneficial. There's timers, there's meal planners, there's a list on it where you can type in your groceries and then write down the expiration dates, so you know when things are gonna go bad. So for example, when we make our almond milk, we can write down the day we make it so that we can get a reminder when it's gonna go bad, when I should soak more almonds and make more almond milk, which is so helpful because I always forget to soak almonds and then we don't have almond milk in the morning and it's sad because my matcha tastes like crap, but that won't happen anymore. So we're gonna go into the fridge, go over everything, and I hope you guys like this video. So I don't really know how we're gonna structure this, but I'm thinking we'll start with the doors and then go in because I think that's the easiest thing to do. Another thing is our refrigerator, when it's open for a long time, it starts playing a song to like let you know to close it. So if you hear that, that's what's going on. It's not like my phone or the ice cream man or anything. It's actually a really nice song. I really like it. So first up, this door. So we definitely use a lot of condiments in this house. We make a wide variety of recipes. I don't necessarily think all of these condiments are necessary. As a food blogger, we tend to rack up a lot of random ingredients. We have these juice shots from Vive Organic. We have an immunity boost and a wellness rescue. These are insane, like insanely powerful and also really hard to take because they're so strong, but they burn in the best way. We had some coupons and we got some of those to save for a rainy day when we're gonna need it. We're probably gonna need it sometime soon. And then Chris has these drinks. These are left from his vegan cuts. There's the song. So we have more beverages inside, but these are just some random things that Chris has. This one's nitro blood orange coffee, and then this is a raspberry sparkling water. And Chris works for a vegan snack box company, so these were both in that snack box, and we just had them, saving them for whenever Chris wants to drink them. We have some CBD Supplement. This brand is Restorative Botanicals, and this is actually a mint chocolate CBD. So you can like put this in smoothies, probably on like your oatmeal or something too, or even in water if you want like a flavored water. And then we have these, oh my gosh, these are so good. So these chocolate bars are from Nellie's Organics. And we have a caramel nougat and a German chocolate. These actually last longer if you refrigerate them, and they actually say to refrigerate them on the packaging. These are so good. I have a sweet tooth and I really like eating chocolate or something sweet at night, so these definitely hit the spot, and these are gonna be gone probably soon. Next up we have a vegan yogurt, and this is not something that I eat relatively often. I guess I'm not really like a yogurt person, but for some reason we're at the store and I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna get some. It sounds really good. We have granola that we need to eat up, so I'm going to probably have this as a snack one of these days with some fruit and granola. And the brand is So Delicious, and that is a really widely available vegan brand. They have ice creams, they have milks, they have yogurts, so definitely check them out. Oh, they have vegan cheese too. Next up, we have some vegan caramel sauce, and I actually had to put it in 2 containers because we just didn't have one that was big enough that we could use. But we made this for a meal prep video. If you guys want to check it out, I will link it down below. And it's just dates, almond milk, salt, and vanilla, I believe. It's really good as a dip with fruit. You can also like put it on toast if you want as well with some bananas on top. It's really good. So that's just more of a sweet treat. All right. Next up, we have asparagus and some parsley. So these are really tall and I can't store them in the fridge, that's why they're on the door. But if you want your herbs and even like your asparagus to last longer, you can actually clip the bottom of them a little bit and then put it in a cup of water until they are... Barry is now here. He is scared of the gardeners. Hey.
I don't know what's happening outside.
Something's going on. I'm sorry about the noise, but we gotta film this video. So if you store your parsley and your asparagus in water and then just take them out of there when you're ready to use them, they will last longer. And I like to just change the water every few days just to keep them fresh. And then we have some tamari. Tamari is basically like a gluten-free version of soy sauce, and you don't have to keep it in the fridge, but keeping it in the refrigerator actually preserves it and it makes the flavor last longer. Apparently it tends to lose some of its flavor if you keep it in the pantry. And then we have some, these are Chris's, what are these, babe? Pickled something. Gardenera. It looks like there's jalapenos in here. Oh, here we go. Peppers, cauliflower, celery, carrots, olive spices, and oil, and it's just pickled. You can put that in a salad. I don't know what Chris puts it in. It's not really my kind of thing, but then we got some sun-dried tomatoes. We actually use this for a recipe, and we just like to put that on pasta, on pizza. It's a really good thing to add like a pop of flavor to your dishes if you need a little kick to it. If you're eating something that's kind of bland, sun-dried tomatoes will help. So we just got some mustard.
We have 3 mustards.
Yeah, we have 3 different kinds of mustards, guys. We like mustard here, so if you like mustard, then maybe you have as many as we do. Got some ketchup. Ketchup is mostly for me. Chris doesn't like ketchup for some reason. I don't understand. And then we got some pickles, which are great on sandwiches. Chris makes sandwiches quite often, so those will definitely be used up quickly. We have some relish here, and that's mostly used for when we make hot dogs. It's not vegan hot dogs. It's not that often, but that's mostly when it gets used, and it also is really good in vegan tartar sauce, which we have a recipe for on our website. And then we have some vegan coleslaw dressing and some vegan mayonnaise, which we're vegan mayonnaise. And then lastly, we have vegan Worcestershire sauce. And if you didn't know, the regular version of... Hey, leave it. If you didn't know, regular Worcestershire is not vegan. It usually has anchovies in it, I believe. But this brand, this is an Edwards & Sons brand, and also Annie's, which is available at most health food stores, I believe, are vegan. You can also get them online. Alright, so for the second door of the fridge, first up we just have some better than bouillon and vegetable broth base. So it's just a paste. We have the vegetable and the vegan chicken one. They sell this pretty widely available, but if you get the chicken or the beef, just make sure it has the certified vegan symbol on it, because they do have a regular version and you can easily make the mistake. And yeah, we have some active dry yeast just for when we're baking. And then we have some vegan butter. We have 2 types here. We have the spread from Earth Balance, and then we just have sticks from this brand called Melt. All right, and then we got some vegetarian oyster sauce. You can find this at pretty much any Asian market. And then this is a hoisin sauce. For hoisin, just make sure you check the ingredients to make sure it's vegan, because sometimes it's not. Maple syrup. We have some capers, and then this is some Thai green curry paste. It's really good, and I highly recommend it. It's from the brand Thai Kitchen. So on the bottom we have mostly hot sauces. This is a vegan buffalo sauce from a brand called Jupiter Rings. We have Yellowbird hot sauce, which is probably your favorite, is it?
I love Yellowbird.
Yellowbird's great. This one is a papaya hot sauce we got in Aruba. We have some Co-op Ahi Gold hot sauce, and then we have some vegan barbecue sauce from a brand called Annie's. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the doors. Let's dive right into the inside. All right, so I guess we'll just start top to bottom. On top we have some vegan peppermint cookies. These are actually from like the Christmas season, but they're still good, and Chris likes them cold, so we just keep them in the fridge. Next up we have some kombucha from Health Aid, and from this brand, the original is my favorite flavor. All their flavors are delicious, but I don't know, there's something about it that just doesn't get old for me. All right, next up we have some almond milk. This is actually almond cashew milk from So Delicious. And we like to have bottled almond milk or just like a plant-based milk in our fridge at all times because I use this a lot for recipes, and it's so much easier to grab this and use this as opposed to like making our own nut milk. And this is only 6 simple ingredients, and I like that it has like no weird additives, and you know exactly what is on the ingredient label. So I really like this brand. Oh, let me just put this down and grab the thing in the back. This is Good Belly Probiotics. It's just a mango drink, and I like to just drink this like juice. It's pretty good. And then we actually have this, which is kind of like a filter in the fridge. It helps keep the produce lasting longer. It's from a brand called Berry Breeze. If you want to check them out, we will link them down below. We've been using this for about a year, or like a little less than a year now, and it's been working really well. Next up we have some berries, and I've heard that it's better to keep them at the top of the fridge, so that's what we do. We have raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, and there's some blackberries in here as well. And the one thing that I want to note is if you keep your berries or if you move them to a different container, make sure it's aerated, make sure it has holes to breathe because it can get moldy. This is actually a sprouting jar, just keep it in there. And we're probably going to eat these relatively soon, so they won't be sitting there for a long time. And then we just have more vegan mayo. This is their chipotle mayo. All right, so Beverages. We have a ton of beer. We love vegan beer. We love beer. And a lot of beer is vegan, so that's cool. Our favorite brand is Modern Times, and it's actually local to Portland. I don't know, it doesn't have the logo on here, but this is a Modern Times beer. And we have family coming, so that's why we have so much. We don't usually have this much beer. Zevia, which is a stevia sweetened 0-calorie cola type thing, and then we just have like a cappuccino protein shake that Chris likes. And then over here we have our nuts. So homemade almond milk that we use for our morning coffee and matcha. And then I'm actually going to be making more, so that's why this is soaking in here. And then I like to keep our nuts and seeds in the fridge as much as possible. Now that our roommate moved out, we have more room in the fridge and I'm able to do it. So we have pecans, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and our flaxseed meal as well. I just put them in jars. And then right here we have some limes that I need to use up. They're starting to turn yellow. We have some cut lemons. I always cut new lemons because I forget we have other ones, so I just have them in a jar to use. And then some Kleekraut sauerkraut. And then we got some tortillas, some good old flour tortillas from Whole Foods. And then over here is just some leftovers. So we made a vegan chili. And then right here we just have some cut cucumbers. We have a little tiny bit of garbanzo beans left. It's actually for Barry, he loves them. And then we have some black rice and quinoa. And then in here, I actually have, this is from a leftover from a photo shoot we did. We have some apples, which we need to use up to get them soft, some celery, and then these are just breakfast bars. As you can see, the bite marks from the photo.
Can you pass me a breakfast bar? I'm hungry.
Can you eat the bitten one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Going to our produce. I guess I'll open these two babies up. We're not super stocked, but this is pretty typical for us. We have some kale in here, and then we have some green beans, which Barry loves, and that's mostly why we get them. We have some ginger here, and then we have some mushrooms that we're gonna cook up. I have a leftover onion here, and we actually have these food huggers, which are really great. So you don't have to use plastic wrap, and it keeps the food fresh. Just want to note that if you use onions, it leaves it smelling like onions. So we usually just designate this one for onions. And then over here we have some celery, some green onions, bell pepper, some cauliflower, carrots, and zucchini. All right, so we always have some, oh my God, I'm pulling it out. So we love vegan cheese, we use it pretty often. We have the So Delicious mozzarella shreds, and then Chris loves sandwiches, as most of you know. So we have a ton of tofurkey. He just stocked up this morning, and definitely gonna make a lot of sandwiches very soon. This is field roast frankfurters, which I freaking love. You guys need to check them out.
Hold on.
Some tofu. Tofu is a staple for us. We always have tofu. Vegan sour cream. And then we have some oil-free hummus that we found from a local brand, which is awesome. And then lastly, on this side area, we have just like leftover veggies that we need to eat. Actually, tomatoes are fruit, right? We got tomato, avocado. The Avo Saver is a great way to store avocado. It really keeps it tightly sealed in there and doesn't oxidize. And then we have cucumbers here. Yeah, I think that is it for our fridge. And lastly, we're gonna do the freezer. We're gonna do this relatively quickly because my hands are gonna be hurting if we're in there for too long. So let's dive in. And I love the, what's it called? The French door style freezer. This is actually the first time we've had it. I mean, living here, because when we were living at my parents' house, we had the fridge and then the freezer side by side. And I just feel like this is so much more roomy. It's easier for us to see it. And I don't know, if any of you guys are in the market for a brand new fridge, French door is my fave. So on the left we have just our desserts. So we have some vegan ice cream sandwiches, and then these are vegan ice cream bars that I don't remember what happened to the box, but they're in here. And then we also have some vegan coconut whipped cream that we're going to be using for a recipe. Got a vegan gluten-free cookie from Madame Sugar. In here we actually have our peanut butter banana bites from our video, which we probably should eat soon. They're looking a little icy. Oy. And then we have some vegan phyllo dough. I don't know what we're gonna do with that yet. And then over here we just have a bunch of bread. We love bread, so we usually freeze it just so that it doesn't mold on the countertop. And Dave's Killer Bread is obviously our favorite brand. Beet leaf vegan egg from our vegan egg taste test. Vegan plant-based meat from Senna Vegan. Fun fact, Chris and I shot all the photos in their packaging. This is their barbacoa. Vegan fish sticks from Corn. We have some potato wedges. I think this is gravy. I don't know what the heck, right? It's gravy?
It's all gravy, baby.
Some frozen veggies that we give to Barry when we run out of fresh veggies. We always have some of those in stock. Then we have some onion pulu from the Buttermilk Company and also a chana masala. These are really cute little meals we have just in case. Some vegan sausage from Tofurkey. We're just gonna thaw this whenever we're gonna use it. And then some edamame. And then moving to the left, this is our bag of vegetable scraps that we make vegetable broth with once it fills up. And this is actually pretty full, so I'm gonna be making it relatively soon. We have some frozen fruit that I use for smoothies, some frozen pretzel bites, some vegan tamales that we have from a long time ago that we probably need to eat soon. And then these are actually frozen aloe cubes that I just add to smoothies sometimes. And I think that is all. That is all she wrote. Is that how people say it?
That's it.
I hope you guys enjoyed our fridge tour. Let me know in the comments below if you want us to do a pantry tour. Chris and I would love to if you are interested in something like that. So yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, say hey, subscribe if you're not subscribed, hit that bell if you want some notifications for when our videos go live, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!